Alright, what's up guys? Today I'm going to talk about positioning, why your positioning sucks, and how to change it. And if I voice crack during this video, I still have bronchitis. So give me some patience, man. But yeah, positioning. Just right off the bat. There is so much more that goes into positioning than you realize. And even if you think you know a lot about positioning, there's probably more that goes into it than you think. So like a couple examples that I'll just throw off the top of the head. 1, your gun. 2, your utility. 3, the current amount of teammates you have left alive. 4, the enemy's guns. 5, the enemy's utility. 6, the amount of teammates your enemy has left alive. Round time. How late is it in the round? Uh, your advantages. Are you low on map control? Do you have a lot of map control? That also dictates as well. Information. What's expected, like that the enemy might do, and setups. Just like how your teammates are playing, like stuff like that. So I'll give a couple examples of what I'm like talking about when I mention this. But starting off, your gun. What gun are you using? And this dictates how you should play a lot. If you're on an eco round and you got a fucking Glock, I better not see your ass coffins. Looking for these 1v1s, like trying to fight this, or like here trying to fight, like actually no, this is not as bad because you can fall off easily. But taking like a 1v1 position spot, like coffins. This is a 1v1 spot. Even though you have a headshot angle, bro, your gun sucks dick right here, right? You got a triple headshot them with armor to kill them. This gun sucks dick here. You want to be nice and close, Glock, or you have a CZ. I'm a terrorist, but say you have a CZ. Don't fucking play coffins. You have a CZ. That's a nice close quarters weapon, like a good one and done. Play like something like gimmicky here, halfle. If you have a rifle, then you can play positions like this. What is your enemies like? What guns do your enemies have? If you know your teammate or the enemy has like all Glocks, it's their eco round. Like why the fuck are you peeking down banana? Or playing like half wall? You're just giving them the close quarters advantage that they want. If you know that the enemy's on the Glocks, keep your distance. Like play back here. Like another quick position change. So going here, go back here. Now you got more distance between you and the enemy. Like simple shit like that. The second thing I mentioned was utility. So maybe you do have a Glock, and this position would suck if you had a Glock and no utility. But if you have a Glock and a smoke, this is where you want to be. If you have a rifle and a smoke, this is where you want to be, man. Just jiggle as soon as you get information, smoke them off. Like it's a perfect utility position to play. Now, if you're out of utility, why the fuck are you playing a jiggle peek spot? Like, you only want that if you have utility. Even if you have a good gun, too. If you're out of utility, might as well get in a one and done or something. Or, I mean, that also depends on, like, how many teammates you have left alive. If you need to get in a one done or not. Like, the other stuff goes into it, too. So, after utility, what else did I mention? Yeah, enemies utility. If you know that enemies got full util, they can easily exec on you or something, like, and you don't have a lot of information, like, don't fucking play new box. Like, hide here. If you know that they're out of util, it's late round. This is a good spot to play. Actually, this is kind of a normal spot to play, but I'm using this as an example. If you know you can get mollied out of here, and then you hear 5 people car, and it's early round, they have full buy, your ass is getting mollied out, bro. And if you don't have a smoke to extinguish it, go somewhere else. Like, you're gonna get mollied out. That is a straight up fact. All right, don't try and force the situation. Go fucking dark or something. Somewhere no one really mollies. Round time. If it's 10 seconds and 15 seconds less than a round, like fucking hide on sight. Like go dark. They're not gonna clear you out. This dictates your positioning. Instead of playing somewhere like coffins, there's 15 seconds left in the round. You hear them car. Why the fuck are you giving a 1v1 duel? Hide dark. They don't have time to clear you. Let them plant and then peek them. Like this stuff you should be thinking ahead of time. Like you shouldn't be going to dark with 15 seconds left. You should be here at 30 seconds because it's getting to late round. Like stuff like that. What else did I mention? Oh, opping. Yeah, if you have an op, like play different spots too. Like that, you don't want to play op spots with a rifle. You don't want to play rifle spots with an op. Like, I guess a good example of that would be playing somewhere like here with an op. This is a good rifle spot because you get your good head. It covers your head. But if you have an op here, like it's fucking stupid. You shoot one, you're just gonna get traded off instantly. It's hard to repeat that. I also mentioned your advantages. So if you're in like a 5v3, you got the 2-man advantage, and you're like solo sight. Don't play something like this. Oh my god, my fucking throat. Excuse me. Don't play a spot like this, where you can easily give up that advantage and give them a 1v1 duel. It's a 5v3 and you have no backup. You know, play a spot. Like if you have util, play a util spot. You know, jiggle peek here. Now, once you see someone, you smoke them off and you get the rotate to come help you out. If you don't have util, you don't want to give them a 1v1 because you're in a man advantage. Go on a one and done. You for sure get one of them. It's the equivalent of trading. So let's say, you know, it's a 5v3. You're solo B for whatever reason. You hear him car, and you have no util. Don't play CT because if you're doing this just to fight, this is a 1v1 spot. This is a common spot to pre-fire or pre-aim. Chances are you lose that gunfight. Don't go coffins because again, this is another 1v1 spot. This one is a little bit more doable if you have a rifle because you do have a headshot angle. But in my opinion, you'd be better off playing a one and done. Like, fucking hide here. You know, for sure you get one. Or like if you have ability to go half wall, go half wall. Or hide behind the car here. Let them come up, get one, get traded. Maybe even get two. Like, you're better off doing that instead of chancing a gunfight that you probably aren't gonna win. I mentioned something else too. Oh yeah, another thing, gun too. Like if you have an SMG, don't play rifle angles. If you have a pistol, don't play rifle angles. You have same thing with the op I mentioned already. Enemies, if they're in an advantage, you know, this not really positioning, but more of like action. If their enemies are in an advantage, you know, you need to like, you know, get your team back in the round. So 3v5. You know, you lost 2 people. Don't fucking sit coffins and sit here with full util, sucking your thumb. Go fucking do something and tell your team that you're gonna do something. This goes back to the making plays video. Has to do with positioning as well because you know you're moving around the map. Go do something. Tell your team that you're doing something instead of just sitting there and playing sites. You can't always play sites. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of the rant. Just make sure you think about like where you're at and if it's the most optimal for your gun, your utility, your money, your team setup, your advantages, and then adjust accordingly. And this is stuff you have to like be conscious about like, through a whole game. Even in your plugs, dude. Practice in your plugs and you'll go crazy in league matches because you know how you practice is how you play. So yeah, hopefully this helps. Hopefully this examples covered quite a bit of it. Obviously there's more that goes into it. It can be a combination of things, you know. Like it can be a combination of you on a low buy with util in a 5v3, and you just gotta make the best decision from there. That's where all the the cerebral playing comes into play. Like a lot of this isn't just cut and dry, white and black. This is a good decision. This isn't. Sometimes there could be several really good plays to make, and they all have their advantages and disadvantages. And sometimes they can all be equally as good. You just gotta make sure you're making like one of the best ones available. Like, just do the best thing you can with the information that you have on yourself and the enemy. Hopefully, that improves your gameplay. So, forgive the voice cracking again, and hopefully this helped. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of this video.